of World War II. We'll tell you how people are commemorating this significant moment in our history.
And get ready for the heat. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has all the details in your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeLal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Thursday, June 6th, and we are getting ready for that heat.
It's coming fast. It's going to be even hotter this weekend. It's hot today. So let's check in with our meteorologist, Tiffany Savona, to see just how hot it's going to be. Tiffany, what are we looking at?
You know, we're looking at temperatures close to 90 today. We'll likely be in the 90s starting tomorrow, and Saturday is looking like the hottest day. So try to plan those outdoor activities early in the morning this weekend, or try to opt for those water activities, say boating, going out along the river, or even jumping into a pool. That's really going to be the best ways to beat the heat as we head into the weekend. Our temperatures right now are in the 40s and now some 50s popping up. 53 in Walla Walla, 50 in Hermiston, 50 degrees in Yakima, 46 in the Tri-Cities, and 49 degrees in Toppenish. So if you're getting ready to head out the door, prepare for those temperatures in the 40s, some lower 50s now, so you'll probably need that extra layer. But by this evening, you'll probably need the AC as temperatures will be rising to 88 degrees, but no weather problems to slow you down on either your morning or your evening commute. If you're planning on firing up the grill, it's going to be hot for that person grilling, but it will stay pretty warm through the evening hours. 88 at 5, 88 at 6, 86 degrees at 7 o'clock. So if you don't like the hot weather, you may want to opt to eat indoors this evening. Totally your call. The 90s return tomorrow. We'll let you know how long that stretch of 90-degree heat will last, plus your dust devils forecast coming up in a couple of minutes. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And starting off this hour with the follow-up, we have new information on the efforts to put out the Lineage fire in Findlay.
There has been significant progress made on the cleanup of the warehouse. Signal restoration crews began tearing down the burning building about a week ago. Benton County Fire District 1 says they have crews on standby most days to monitor for flare-ups. Fire crews now have better access to the cold storage area and continue to work to put out the fire that's been burning since April 22nd.
And on Tuesday, Benton County commissioners penned a letter to Lineage asking for the demolition crew to work around the clock in an effort to speed up the process.
I feel like in the next 7 days we're going to see a huge amount of progress there. It's going to end eventually. Unfortunately, not at the speed some people would like, but you know, there are masks that have been made available and air purifiers and that type of thing, and there should be some more information coming out on some more of those that are available here in the real near future.
Moving on to a crime alert now, the Grant County Sheriff's Office is investigating the suspected overdose death of a 16-year-old girl.
Investigators say the teen's father drove her to a fire station near Mattawa around 12:45 Monday. They say the man told them he found his daughter unconscious at their home. And despite first responders working to bring her back, she did not survive. Investigators say they believe she overdosed on fentanyl. The Major Crimes Unit and the Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team are investigating. Also, a follow-up to a story we brought you earlier this week. The Yakima County Coroner's Office has determined a man found dead in the Yakima River during the Gap to Gap racing event in Yakima over the weekend died of natural causes.
They say the man went into cardiac arrest and ended up in the water. First responders tried life-saving measures but were unsuccessful. Authorities have identified the man as 84-year-old John Place, who had been participating in the event for many years.
Everyone sends their condolences, and you know, he was a great man. Everyone loved him. He's from Yakima. Used to be an orthopedic surgeon, so people probably know who he is, you know, from there.
In his obituary, family members say those wanting to honor Place's memory can support the Yakima Greenway and Union Gospel Mission Medical Clinic. A celebration of life is planned for August 24th at Sarge Hubbard Park. A new law rolling back police reforms that put heightened restrictions on car pursuits goes into effect today.
It's the latest step in a years-long debate over when a pursuit is worth the risk. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us that push for police reform started with stories of the consequences when officers get it wrong.
It started with stories like of how a simple traffic stop by Kent police in 2017 turned deadly.
My tragic story started when my firstborn son, Giovanni, was profiled and pulled over in a traffic stop.
But it escalated into a vehicular pursuit and ended with an officer fatally shooting him.
Would he have lived if it was just a traffic stop? He complied and gave the officers his ID during that stop and then left. Running away was that the cause of his death?
Questions that prompted lawmakers in 2021 to pass heightened restrictions on police pursuits. Officers couldn't just suspect a crime, they had to have enough evidence to make an arrest. Only in cases of escapes or violent or sexual offenses. Only if the suspect posed an imminent threat to public safety, outweighing the risks of a pursuit. And only after going through a process with their supervisor.
So if someone steals your car and we have a description of the person and the car and we see it and it matches the plate, we can't chase them.
Then came more stories, the consequences of police not allowed to pursue.
The man who struck and killed my daughter from behind and left Kathleen for dead on the side of the road was driving a stolen truck and high on meth. He was involved in a robbery 2 weeks prior. The police had him as he was fleeing, but they couldn't pursue. If they could have, he most likely would have been in jail on January 15th of 2022. My daughter would be alive.
Those stories and pushback from law enforcement led lawmakers to roll back some of those changes in 2023, mostly limited to the same crimes, but the burden of proof and risk the suspect needed to pose lowered. Now, a citizens' initiative turned law that goes into effect Thursday will keep supervisory requirements for officers, but lift restrictions on the type of crimes they're allowed to engage in a pursuit over, giving them more freedom than they had before.
And we're saying, just let them do their job. They're trained. When they go through the police academy, the Criminal Justice Training Center, they train for you to make a decision to be able to say it's more dangerous to pursue or it's more dangerous to not pursue, and to protect the public and to still stop crime in our communities.
But individual agencies can still make their own rules. The police department choosing to keep most restrictions in place.
We just believe that it's going to be safer for the community and for our people if we continue along those more restrictive lines.
But also invest in more spike strips to disable fleeing vehicles.
We feel like the spike strips are going to take care of that alternative to chasing somebody through town.
But whether police pursue or don't, there's always a risk. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And lawmakers say if it turns out this new law isn't the answer, they will go back and change it once again.
Now to another law set to take effect in the state this week is the Parents' Bill of Rights. This comes after several groups attempted to get officials to issue an emergency order that would temporarily block it. The Parents' Bill of Rights expands rights already granted to parents under state and federal law. It requires schools to notify parents in advance of medical services. It also grants parents the right to review their child's medical and counseling records. Furthermore, schools will have to give written notice of any activity that involves questions about religion, politics, or sexuality.
Ceremonies marking the 80th anniversary of D-Day started early this morning in France. World War II veterans are joining political leaders today on the beaches of Normandy to commemorate the Allied invasion that led to the end of the war. A military piper played a lament to mark 80 years since the exact moment the first UK personnel landed on Gold Beach on D-Day. And we'll have more on this historic day coming up at 6:30. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a race to rescue a blind dog in Benton County.
Why the dog needed rescuing and how he's doing now is coming up in the next 3 minutes. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Trucks, and more trucks at the Auto Lot. Check this out, 2017 F-150 XLT V8 4x4 for only $16.95. Wow, that's a deal. Or how about this 2023 GMC Denali, low miles, only had 12,000 miles. Or how about this 2019 Sierra Elevation? Make your neighbors jealous with this beautiful Sierra 4x4. Now this is a deal, 2012 F-350 Super Duty lifted 4x4 turbo diesel for only $21,995. And look at this 2013 Toyota Turner Crew Max Platinum loaded from top to bottom 4x4 and more. Don't miss out. Visit us at AutoLotNW.com.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Are workplace injuries slowing your company down? Trust Health First Urgent Care for comprehensive occupational medicine services. Our providers are trained to diagnose and treat work-related injuries, getting your employees back to work. We also offer DOT physicals. Our expert team assesses everything from blood pressure to past medical history and even drug screenings. We work directly with employers to keep businesses running and employees safe and healthy on the job. Health First Urgent Care. We are your trusted ally for workplace wellness.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out. Yesterday afternoon, crews from Benton County Fire District 1 helped Benton County Animal Control rescue a blind dog that had fallen down an open drain pipe.
That's right. Officials say the 14-year-old dog, Kilo, ended up 6 feet below ground, and crews worked for more than half an hour trying to rescue him. Thankfully, Kilo eventually emerged and seemed to be doing just fine. He was given water and belly rubs, of course, before going to the vet to get checked out. A new change is coming to the Benton County Canine Shelter.
Not only is the shelter expanding its open hours, it's also hired more people to help make the change go smoothly. Shelter officials tell us they've been wanting to expand for a while now, and it took months of planning. Supervisor Josh Castilleja says it's all about getting the right people connected with the right dog.
It'll give people a lot better opportunities to come in and adopt. With those adoptions, with us getting dogs out, we will also be able to bring in more strays that need the help. So with us getting dogs out with adoptions allows us to bring in dogs that need the help.
Another change the shelter is working on is expansion. They hope to double the size of their facility and are currently working on those plans. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're expecting some scorching temperatures throughout the region. But how are people preparing, and what can you do to protect yourself from the heat? We have those answers.
Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will let us know when we'll see the hottest temperatures. She has your First Alert full forecast when we come back.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we offer our medical weight loss program. Diabetes, and more broadly, insulin resistance, is a highly inflammatory state that increases our risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Basically, it's the lack of awareness about what's creating that weight. There's lots of psychological aspects to that, so that where you come to is to a more centered place of feeling good and connected and positive about yourself. Self-confidence.
You have access to over 100 weekly group fitness classes, top-notch fitness facilities, cutting-edge scientific therapies integrated into your program, and dedicated coaches rooting for your success. We also offer options for pharmaceutical assistance. We create patient-specific game plans centered around the 7 essential elements, which are sleep, nutrition, atmosphere, breathing, movement, thought, and purpose.
So rather than just focus, it's not dieting and it's not focused on dieting, and that's not what we do here at Pacific Clinic. It's mind, body, physical, emotional, mental, and the combination of all of those things. And I think that makes us tremendously different than any of the other programs out there.
To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. There's nothing quite like spending a summer evening at Geisa Stadium. The sunsets, the fun! Come out Friday, June 7th for a family feast night with $2 hot dogs, snacks, and soft drinks thanks to Prime Dental. Saturday, June 8th, don't miss your post-game fireworks show brought to you by Highline Engineering and Fabrication. Your Dust Devils play as the Columbia River Rooster Tails all weekend. Visit the official ticket site at dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
This Friday, join Apple Valley News Now and your Tri-City Dust Devils for Family Feast Night. Get hot dogs, soft drinks, ice cream, potato chips, and Laffy Taffy for just $2 each this Friday night. We'll see you at the ball game.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. I feel amazing.
Next live, Method Man plus author James Patterson and Jordan Davis performs.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It's another fantastic start to your day. We're looking at wall-to-wall sunshine out there. Things are quiet. Weather will not slow you down whatsoever as you head off to work and get the kids off to school this morning. Our temperatures are a little bit on the chilly side, but it's going to feel good this morning compared to what it's going to feel like this afternoon. 46 right now in Tri-Cities, 53 in Walla Walla, 51 in Pendleton, currently at 50 in Hermiston, 49 in Hanford, and 50 degrees in Yakima. Now, the winds have stayed pretty light overnight. They're going to stay light throughout the day today. So essentially, they're calm in some locations, otherwise anywhere from 3 to about 8 miles per hour. And those winds are going to stay light because high pressure is in the process of building in. Today, it will be centered across the desert southwest, prompting heat alerts and also possibly breaking records across portions of Arizona, Southern California, Nevada, including Las Vegas. Those areas could break records today. Today, for us locally, we'll stay below 90 degrees, but that high shifts northward tomorrow. So we return to the 90s, and those 90s will continue right into the weekend. In fact, Saturday will be the warmest day with the center of that upper level high directly on top of us. And then we'll see those temperatures start to slowly come down a little bit by the end of the weekend and into early next week. So today we're going to be much warmer compared to yesterday, a good 8 to 10 degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday. 88 in Tri-Cities this afternoon, 88 in Hermiston, 86 in Walla Walla, 88 in Toppenish, 87 Prosser, and 88 degrees in Yakima. If you're going to the Dust Devils game as they take on the Eugene Emeralds once again, they won last night. Hopefully they can keep that streak going. It's going to be a bit warmer this evening, so take the shades, take the sunscreen with you. I do not think you need that extra layer because once the sun sets, we're still in the 80s and the wind will not be a problem for the batters or the fielders today. The winds will be variable anywhere between 5 and about 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear and cool. We drop down into the low and middle 50s, so our overnight lows steadily coming up as well, so not as many 40s appearing tomorrow morning as what we're dealing with right now. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. We'll call it hot because everyone should be in the lower 90s. 92 in Hermiston, 92 in the Tri-Cities. So here are some key takeaways you can kind of think about as we're heading into our weekend, which is going to feature 90-degree heat. Limit your time outdoors if at all possible. I know if you're working this weekend, I know it's going to be hard to do that. So just find some shade or try to find a building with AC. Make sure you have that sunscreen. Make sure you have enough water to stay hydrated. Plan your outdoor activities early in the day, say 9, 10, 11 o'clock before the hottest part of the day, which is really between 10 and 4. You want to check to make sure your AC is working now, today or tomorrow, before the upcoming weekend, because that's when the 90-degree stretch really takes hold. So 88 degrees today. Today, you could still call it hot. 92 tomorrow. We're baking on Saturday, 96. And then we'll see more in the way of cloud cover Sunday and Monday. Temperatures come down with an upper level disturbance a little bit, but it's still hot right through early next week. Yakima, 88 today, 91 tomorrow, 95 on Saturday, coming down to 91 Sunday, 90 degrees Monday and Tuesday. Walla Walla, 86 today. Walla Walla has not seen a 90-degree day yet this season. Well, we should break that streak because we'll be in the 90s starting tomorrow, 95 on Saturday, and then we're in the upper 80s starting on Sunday. Slight chance for an isolated shower storm with an upper level disturbance moving through. 88 Hermiston today, 92 tomorrow, 96 on Saturday. Ladies?
Thank you, Tiffany. Well, we are all preparing for that first really hot weekend of the year, from the Blues to the Cascades.
Our very own Austin Reed tells us that while fire and medical crews will be on standby, people who are out in the elements are preparing now.
This is Jarvis from Kennewick. He is unhoused.
Not looking forward to it. I hate the hot weather. It kills me during every summer. I am out here every day for 8 hours in the heat, and I can't stand it.
With help from others in our community, Jarvis now has an ice cooler, a new umbrella, and this water bowl for his dog.
Always find a lot of shade, keep water handy, and make sure you have enough for your pets.
According to the CDC, heat is one of the leading weather-related killers in the United States, resulting in over 1,000 fatalities each year.
In the heat, staying safe, work in the morning, work in the evening, obviously take breaks in between, stay well hydrated before you get out to work. If you have elderly friends, family, or neighbors, keep an eye on them and make sure they're taking the appropriate breaks and everything. And if it's absolutely not critical to be out there, then don't be out there when it's in extreme heat.
I met up with Benton County Fire District's one chief on Wednesday, whose department is preparing for the heat and the possibility of brush fires, structure fires too. The chief told us that since around 75% of their normal calls are for medical situations, they are ready to help in any way they can. So you see this all the time?
We do, especially early part of the year when people are not acclimatized to the weather, and we're not going to be by this Saturday because it's really nice out right now and cool.
Young children and infants, older adults, people with chronic medical conditions, the unhoused, and pregnant women are all in the higher risk category.
At the first sign of any symptoms of heat exhaustion, get yourself into a cooler area right away, and if you don't see a change within about 10 minutes, definitely call emergency services, call 911.
For Jarvis and his four-legged best friend, he's planning to head to the river this weekend.
And then the river is the best place to go when it's really hot.
And while we prepare for the heat here in our region, so do millions of Americans along the West Coast.
A heat dome is sending temperatures soaring in California and neighboring states. Excessive heat warnings are issued for more than 28 million residents of California, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah. And some cities in those states will see triple-digit temperatures heading towards the weekend. The oppressive heat is causing outdoor workers, that's including farmers, to adjust their schedules.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the first known human infected with a different strain of bird flu has died. What you need to know about this virus.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Santa Fe burger sauce. Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon.
Guac, cheese, bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
It's the final days of the memorial sale at Moore Furniture, and it's your last chance for massive savings. The celebration continues with store-wide sale prices and free white glove delivery and full installation, but it won't last much longer. Hurry in and check out our in-stock furniture for every room in your home. Visit morefurniture.com to pre-shop and find your nearest location.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Free flags, sweet treats, and more. Hi, I'm Stacy Lee with Apple Valley News Now's Great American Flag Giveaway. June 14th, come to Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, where the first 50 guests get a new full-sized American flag.
At Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, our goal is to guide the community to live their best lives, even and especially through the end of life. Come learn about our programs and pick up an American flag at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Visit us June 14th from 11 to 1 at 1480 Fowler Street, Richland.
Hi, I'm Catherine Fortner. We just finished building this dream deck for one of our best customers, and we get everything we need from Par. With Shauna's help.
Everything from design to delivery.
Par, go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
How does the life you're living right now compare to the life you imagined?
GMA This Morning.
Living the dream, baby.
What's Travis Kelce want you to know?
Ooh, man.
He's got a lot going on, and this morning he's only on.
Good morning, America.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo Single, just $5.99.
Big burger. Good burger.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your health headlines this morning, the World Health Organization announces the first known human infected with a different strain of bird flu has died.
The different strain is known as H5N2. Health officials say both this strain and the strain found in the U.S., known as H5N1, primarily affects farmed and wild birds. About 900 human cases of N1 have been reported since 1996, and about half of those known to be infected have died. The first known death of the N2 virus was a 59-year-old who lived in Mexico. In more health news, researchers have been studying the effects of people stopping their depression medications. Antidepressants can help with persistent mental health problems, but when people stop taking them, they can experience withdrawal symptoms such as dizziness, headaches, nausea, insomnia, and irritability.
That's according to a review published in the journal The Lancet Psychiatry. It looks at 79 studies involving more than 21,000 participants. 1 in 35 participants experienced severe symptoms once they stopped taking antidepressants.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, commemorating D-Day, it's the 80th anniversary of the day Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy in Nazi-occupied France. We'll tell you how people are marking this day.
And you can make your voice heard on the future of transportation in Pasco. We tell you how to give your input.
Your dream kitchen starts at Floor & Home. Custom countertops handmade for you. This month only, custom select quartz counters start at $52.99 a square foot. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Hurry down to Walker's Furniture for big Memorial Day discounts, where all your favorite mattress brands are on sale, with even bigger savings on Beautyrest, Serta, and 40 more styles to choose from. Plus, take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down and no minimum purchase, so you can improve your sleep today and pay over time. Plus, get up to $300 of additional free furniture with select sets sold this final week at Walker's.
Welcome to Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Our state-of-the-art surgery center features Da Vinci and Mako robotics. We offer top-of-the-line imaging with the newest CT, MRI, and mammography scans. Whether you're here for a routine checkup, a complicated surgery, or to visit a loved one, We're here to help guide you through each and every door along your healthcare journey. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first. Always.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. There's nothing quite like spending a summer evening at Geesis Stadium. The sunsets, the fun! Come out Friday, June 7th for a family feast night with $2 hot dogs, snacks, and soft drinks thanks to Prime Dental. Saturday, June 8th, don't miss your post-game fireworks show brought to you by Highline Engineering and Fabrication. Your Dust Devils play as the Columbia River Rooster Tails all weekend. Visit the official ticket site at dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
When you call, they get to work. Machine cut, hand sanded, and custom crafted to order. You dream, we cut and install. Love the home you live in.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden and other world leaders are in France to reflect on D-Day. We have the latest.
The city of Pasco needs your help on future projects that could affect how you drive within the city limits.
And just in time for summer, a new outdoor fitness space is opening up in Richland. How it works, coming up.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is 6:30 on Thursday, June 6th.
Jill, I hear that I might not need a jacket for once in my life in Washington this weekend.
Well, you always need a jacket because you say you're always
cold. That's true. I am always cold, and old habits die hard, so that jacket is going to stay with me.
Maybe just a lighter jacket.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe not a blanket.
Maybe not.
We'll check in with meteorologist Tiffany Savona to see just how hot it's going to get today and this weekend. Tiffany, what are we seeing?
Jackets in the early morning hours as we go into the weekend, because we're still going to have those chilly mornings out there followed by those very warm or even hot afternoons. Temperatures right now are in the 40s and 50s. We're at 46 in Tri-Cities, 53 in Walla Walla, 49 in Prosser. We're at 50 degrees in Yakima at this hour. So temperatures starting to come up. And I know a lot of kids are counting down to the end of school. A lot of schools end next week, so only a few days left. I know the teachers are probably counting down as well. So here's that bus stop forecast. Temperatures in the upper 50s, close to 60. The kids may need that extra jacket or that extra layer this morning, but by this afternoon, they're going to need the air conditioning. Temperatures climbing into the upper 80s. And if you have any evening plans, maybe you want to take the kids to the park after school. Temperatures will be on the warm side this evening, 88 degrees at 5, dropping to 86 at 7, and 78 degrees at 9 o'clock. The 90s return tomorrow and then continue into the weekend. Find out how close we'll be to those record highs coming up in a little bit. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And we have new information on a missing persons case out of Washington. What started as a search for a woman last seen at Seattle's airport has expanded to an Idaho man and his 2-year-old daughter also reported missing.
21-year-old Nadia Cole, who used to live in Pullman, was last seen leaving SeaTac Airport on May 29th. Authorities say she may be with 21-year-old Aaron Ong, who is from Moscow, Idaho. He was last seen with his 2-year-old daughter, Soraya, also on May 29th. Ong was supposed to return his daughter to her mother on June 3rd, but never showed up. A warrant for Ong's arrest has been issued. The couple and the toddler may be traveling through Washington, Oregon, or Idaho. If you see them, call police.
Today marks 80 years since Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy in what would liberate France and be pivotal in defeating Hitler and the Nazis in World War II.
Among the world leaders in France today to reflect on D-Day, President Biden, ahead of his first presidential state visit there. Christian Corderos has the latest.
This morning, President Biden and the First Lady arriving in Normandy, where 80 years ago today, the first of what would be 160,000 Allied troops stepped onto the sand beneath the English Channel and into a course that would forever change history.
People say, how did you get off that boat and go in on the beach? There was a job had to be done. Somebody had to do it. We did it.
D-Day is among the most humbling examples that freedom isn't free. 2,500 Americans were killed in the operation on June 6, 1944. Today, Normandy is hosting world leaders and the survivors, now ranging between 96 and 107 years old. They remember.
I've never seen as many dead men on the beaches as I've ever seen. You couldn't stop and help anybody because they kept hollering, get off the beach, and get set to go fire those guns.
As do the riveters who helped fuel the U.S. efforts.
The airplanes, the tanks, the ammunition, the landing craft.
And made history of her own. The number of World War II heroes with first-hand accounts is dwindling, with fewer than 1% still alive. World leaders in Normandy today are amplifying the significance of their fight. Taking full opportunity, President Biden in stride with his re-election campaign and as two wars grip countries overseas.
He'll talk about the stakes of that moment, an existential fight between dictatorship and freedom. He'll talk about the men who scaled those cliffs and how they put themselves behind, they put the country ahead of themselves. And he'll talk about the dangers of isolationism.
While in France, President Biden is also expected to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He and the First Lady will also be honored by French President Emmanuel Macron with a state visit. News in Pasco now. The city is asking for your input on its transportation plan. This is a 6-year outlook and annual update on the city's transportation plan. John Funfair with the City of Pasco says some ideas include adding an overpass on Road 76 over the freeway.
The city is also considering doing more projects out in the Broadmoor area. Nothing is finalized yet, as this year they're taking a more community-driven outreach to see what they think should be included in the plan.
Projects throughout the city, but these open houses are really trying to get the public's input on that to see what projects they'd like to see done or areas of concern.
There was a meeting last night, and if you want to give your opinion, there are 2 more open houses today at Kurtzman Park near the gazebo area in Pasco from 5 to 7 p.m. and then at the Delta Cafeteria next Tuesday, June 11th from 5 to 7 p.m.
There are some big events happening around the region today. PNNL is hosting its annual Tech Fest celebration.
This year's theme is artificial intelligence, known as AI, and you'll learn about the ethics of using AI, when it's a bad idea, and whether or not you can spot it from reality.
You'll also learn how places like PNNL are using generative AI in its labs, as well as the studies being conducted. Also, how AI can help when it comes to wildlife detection. And you can stop by between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Discovery Hall in Richland.
A new place for people to get a workout in Richland. The city of Richland is unveiling its outdoor fitness court at Howard Eamon Park this morning. It's an outdoor gym where people leverage their own body weight at 7 different stations.
The city says the space was designed for anybody 14 years and older, and it's adaptable for all fitness levels. People are invited to stop by and try the new equipment today during the opening day launch event at 11 a.m.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it's a Tri-Cities favorite, and you're about to be able to get more access to its delicious treats.
Bud Nuts is making expansion plans. Riley Fitzgerald is in next with where they're setting up the new shop. Don't go there. We will be right back.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Professional, friend, get a business banker who can do both. Like a professional friend. You're all STCU Business. Partner up. He missed by a lot.
Free flags, sweet treats, and more. Hi, I'm Stacy Lee with Apple Valley News Now's Great American Flag Giveaway. June 14th, come to Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, where the first 50 guests get a new full-sized American flag.
At Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, our goal is to guide the community to live their best lives, even and especially through the end of life. Come learn about our programs and pick up an American flag at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Visit us June 14th from 11 to 1 at 1480 Fowler Street, Richland.
Ride Ben Franklin Transit during the Tri-Town Get Down, June 7th to 9th for free. It's easy. Your wristband ticket lets you ride the bus free that day to the shows. Just show the driver your band. Enjoy the convenience of BFT as you make your way to the Tri-Town Get Down. Free transport between stages, park and ride from Riverfront Hotel. Get your passes now at tritowngетdown.com. Don't miss out on this fun event June 7th to 9th. Ride with us for free.
Grab your kilts and join the fun Saturday, June 15th at the Prosser Wine and Food Park for a day filled with Scottish flair and family-friendly festivities at the 2024 Prosser Scottish Fest. This annual event promises a vibrant celebration of all things Scottish, featuring everything from heavy athletics and clan gatherings to Celtic bands, Scottish cuisine, and Highland dance. Tickets are on sale now at prosserscottishfest.org. Get yours today.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Arby's has let other burger joints have their little fun. Playtime is over. The meat professionals will take it from here. Arby's, we have the meats.
This Friday, join Apple Valley News Now and your Tri-City Dust Devils for Family Feast Night. Get hot dogs, soft drinks, ice cream, potato chips, and Laffy Taffy for just $2 each this Friday night. We'll see you at the ball game.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. I feel amazing.
Next live, Method Man plus author James Patterson and Jordan Davis performs.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
After more than 75 years, one local business is expanding. The Spud Nut Shop in Richland is officially opening up 2 new locations.
Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio now. Good morning, Riley. Where are these new shops and how did all of this happen?
Well, good morning. The iconic Spud Nut Shop, which is based in Richland, opened more than 3 decades ago. It's now expanding to Kennewick and Pasco. One of the biggest complaints the owners say they get is that they sell out of Spud Nuts too quickly and it's too far away. Mike Bishop, Spud Nut Shop co-owner, says right now the Richland shop is operating at its capacity.
Basically Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, we are literally producing everything that shop can hold. And as the Tri-Cities has grown, the demand for Spud Nuts has grown. And even though we still feel small town, a lot of people don't like to commute to get Spud Nuts. And so what we're doing in our new locations, we have a new location starting in Kennewick and in Pasco, is trying to get those Spud Nuts out to the masses, right? Make it easier for people on their way to work, their commute, to have access to the Spud Nut brand, and also relieve some of that stress on the Richland store that's already operating in capacity.
Both new locations are based pretty close to highways. The Kennewick location, to open at the Edison Food Park development on Edison Street in Okanagan Place, is going to serve as a central bakery for any future satellite Spud Nut shops, including the one coming to 3315 West Court Street in Pasco. While these 2 shops are going to look different from the original Richland location as more of a grab-and-go style, the Richland Spud Nut Shop isn't changing one bit.
The Richland Diner is iconic and it'll stay that way always. It'll always have the food option. Moving forward, the shops will have Spud Nuts and coffee and energy drinks and that sort of thing. About 85% or so of our clientele is looking for those items, and a very small percentage is actually looking for the food.
Bishop says these new stores are going to double the amount of employees they currently have, adding another 10 to 12 to the Spud Nuts staff. The owners also want to note one of the 2 bakers currently in the Richland store will be headed to the Kennewick location to lead the way and train bakery staff with his 14 years of experience making spud nuts. One of the reasons to get out to a local business tomorrow is for National Donut Day, and spud nuts aren't exactly donuts because they're made with potato flours, but the owners say there's no National Day for spud nuts and they celebrate all the same. The 2 new shops are expected to open this September. Jill and Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Now Riley will be bringing us spud nuts, right?
Yes.
No, just kidding.
She has to, because you made a big admission last hour that you haven't had a spud nut.
I've never had one.
That's almost a sin
I didn't even
here.
know what they were until I moved here. So
you've got to get one.
Tomorrow, Riley.
Yes.
Just kidding. I'll bring some maybe. When we come back, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alertful forecast. She lets us know how hot exactly we're getting today. Keep it right here.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
All right, new plan. You sign us up for U.S. Cellular Home Internet. Clipper and I will try it out by streaming the game in our new sports theater.
Is that a grill?
And a hot tub for you.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Ride Ben Franklin Transit during the Tri-Town Get Down, June 7th to 9th for free. It's easy. Your wristband ticket lets you ride the bus free that day to the shows. Just show the driver your band. Enjoy the convenience of BFT as you make your way to the Tri-Town Get Down. Free transport between stages, park and ride from Riverfront Hotel. Get your passes now at tritowngетdown.com. Don't miss out on this fun event June 7th to 9th. Ride with us for free.
When it comes to your health, timing is everything. Health First Urgent Care is your reliable healthcare solution, locally owned and operated, providing care to our community. With locations in Pasco and Richland, we're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No need to wait in long lines or rush to the ER for minor concerns. At Health First Urgent Care, we've got you covered with on-site x-rays and short wait times. Your health is our priority. Walk-ins are welcome. You can get the care you need when you need it. Health First Urgent Care, because your well-being comes first.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Stan's gonna ride the Nebula Drop Tower.
Finally! I'm ready to ascend to the clouds, to go where no dino has gone before. Goodbye, Earth. Hi, Alice!
Whoa! He doesn't know it comes back down?
Apparently not. I'll let you know when I hit orbit. Drop tower, I get it.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You thought it would bust through the ceiling?
You came through a portal from another dimension. Weird stuff happens.
TriQ Credit Union C3 Slam. It all happens July 13th and 14th at John Dan Plaza.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're almost to the end of the work week, and you'll need to brace for a hot weekend ahead. The hottest weekend we have seen this far this year. Temperatures right now are in the 40s and 50s. We have wall-to-wall sunshine out there. All is quiet. Nothing should slow you down during your morning drive. Temperatures, like I mentioned, down to 46 in the Tri-Cities, but at the top of the hour, that will likely be in the 50s. We're up to 53 now in Walla Walla, 50 in Hermiston, 51 in Prosser and Toppenish, and 50 degrees in Yakima. So you may need that light sweater, that light jacket as you start off the day, but you certainly won't need it by the afternoon hours as temperatures climb today well above average for us locally. But the biggest heat, or the area of the hottest temperatures, will be just to our south as this ridge of high pressure builds across the desert southwest. Areas in this reddish polygon, that's where high temperatures will be 15 to 20 degrees above average, and some records could be in jeopardy for places like Las Vegas, Phoenix, and also down into Southern California outside of LA, where temperatures could get into the triple digits. No 90s, no triple digits for us here, just upper 80s, but keep in mind this is 8 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, so it's certainly going to feel a lot warmer outside. 88 in the Tri-Cities, 88 in Hermiston, 86 Walla Walla, 88 in Yakima, and 88 degrees in Toppenish. Light winds, which means it's going to be a great night for baseball. Winds will not be an issue, but it's going to be a warm night for baseball. So take the sunscreen, also take the shades with you. At first pitch, temperatures will be around 88 degrees. Now the sun doesn't go down until 8:45, so the sun is going to be up for much of the game as temperatures hover and slowly drop through the 80s this evening. Tonight, temperatures will be dropping into the low and middle 50s, so not quite as chilly as it currently feels out there this morning. So temperatures in the mornings will be coming up as well. Tomorrow, that heat dome shifts farther north. So now we are in this red shaded area where temperatures will be 15 to 20 degrees above average. And that puts us in the lower 90s. 92 for the Tri-Cities tomorrow, 90 in Walla Walla, 92 in Hermiston, 91 in Prosser, 93 Hanford, and 91 degrees in Yakima. How close are we going to be to records? Well, we're going to be several degrees away. Much warmer than the averages, but it's not going to be quite record-breaking. So we'll call it hot, but not record-breaking on Saturday. Saturday will be the hottest day for us. Forecasting 96 in the Tri-Cities, the record to beat 105. So I think that'll remain safe. Yakima 95 is the forecast. Record is 105 back in 2015. 2015 was a hot year. 95 was the forecast, or is the forecast in Walla Walla. The record to beat 102, so that'll remain safe as well. In Hermiston, same story. Forecasting 96, record is 105, set back in 2015. So nothing record-breaking, but certainly above average for this time of year. And we're going to get a stretch of days. I know we've already hit 90 once or twice so far this year, but we haven't seen a stretch of 90s yet. So this is our first stretch, and you're going to need to prepare. 96 on Saturday for Tri-Cities, 92 Sunday. Temperatures come down a little bit with an upper level disturbance moving in. 88 today in Yakima, 91 tomorrow, 95 Saturday, and then we'll see more clouds by the end of the weekend into early next week. Walla Walla, we should hit our first 90-degree day this year tomorrow, 95 on Saturday. That's when the heat peaks, and we'll see temperatures come down into the upper 80s early next week. Hermiston 88 today, 92 tomorrow, 96 on Saturday. Slight chance for a pop-up shower and storm Sunday as our next upper level disturbance moves in, and that'll knock temperatures down into the lower 90s by early next week. Jill and Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. Now don't change that channel. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast.
First, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
Hey, man. What's going on, bro? Man. Nice to meet you. In this morning's GMA First Look, one-on-one with Travis Kelce. We're sitting down with the three-time Super Bowl winner to talk all about his whirlwind life off the field. From his visit to the White House.
President Biden called me up this time. I didn't have to sneak around him to get to it.
To his new foray into Hollywood.
You an actor now? I guess you could say that. I've been on a few shows before. I've only played myself in those shows, though. It's definitely different portraying a character and trying to find the emotions in everything and the understanding of a script and the scene. But it's a challenge. I feel like an amateur right now, but it's definitely a fun challenge, and I'm coachable. That's one thing I know from being in sports. I am a coachable guy.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with Travis Kelce and why he says he's living the dream. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, It's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53.
We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories.
Starting off, new information on a missing persons case out of Washington. What started as a search for a woman last seen at Seattle's airport has expanded to an Idaho man and his 2-year-old daughter also reported missing.
21-year-old Nadia Cole was last seen leaving SeaTac Airport on May 29th. Authorities say she may be with 21-year-old Aaron Ong, who's from Moscow, Idaho. He was last seen with his 2-year-old daughter also on May 29th. Ong was supposed to return his daughter to her mother on June 3rd, but never showed up. Now a warrant is out for Ong's arrest.
The Grand County Sheriff's Office is investigating the suspected overdose death of a 16-year-old girl. Investigators say the teen's father drove her to a fire station near Mattawa around 12:45 Monday. They say the man told them he found his daughter unconscious at their home. Despite first responders working to bring her back, she did not survive. And investigators say they believe she overdosed on fentanyl.
The Yakima County Coroner's Office has determined a man found dead in the Yakima River during the Gap to Gap racing event in Yakima over the weekend died of natural causes. They say the man went into cardiac arrest and ended up in the water. First responders tried life-saving measures but were unsuccessful. Authorities have identified the man as 84-year-old John Place, who had been participating in the event for many years. A celebration of life is planned for August 24th at Sarge Hubbard Park.
And there has been significant progress made on the cleanup of the Lineage warehouse in Findlay. Signal restoration crews began tearing down the burning building about a week ago. Fire crews now have better access to the cold storage area and continue to work to put out the fire that has been burning since April 22nd. Benton County commissioners have penned a letter to Lineage asking for the demolition crew to work around the clock in an effort to speed up the process.
PNNL is hosting its annual Tech Fest celebration today. This year's theme is artificial intelligence, known as AI. You'll learn how places like PNNL are using generative AI in its labs and the studies being conducted, and how AI can help when it comes to wildlife detection. And stop by between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at Discovery Hall in Richland.
And a new place for people to get a workout in Richland. The city is unveiling its outdoor fitness court at Howard Amon Park this morning. It's an outdoor gym where people leverage their own body weight at 7 different stations. The city says the space was designed for anybody 14 years and older, and it's adaptable for all fitness levels. People are invited to stop by and try the new equipment during the opening day launch event, and that's today at 11 a.m.
And today is National Secure Your Load Day, a safety campaign that started in Washington to remind people to secure your load and prevent crashes. Last year, Washington state troopers and commercial vehicle enforcement officers connected with more than 5,000 motorists for improper secured loads. If you're hauling something, make sure it's going to arrive intact with you at your destination.
And we'll check in now with Tiffany for a final look at your forecast. Hey, Tiffany.
Good morning, Jessica and Jill. Temperatures are starting to rise now with the help of all that sunshine. We're into the 50s, and these numbers will jump even more over the next hour. 53 in Walla Walla, 53 in the Tri-Cities, 56 in Pendleton, 50 in Yakima, and 51 degrees in Toppenish. Now today will be a good 8 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. 88 degrees. Winds will be light out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, we drop down into the middle 50s, clear and cool, but not quite as chilly as what we started off with this morning. And tomorrow, here comes the 90-degree heat. First day will be tomorrow, 92, and then we'll continue to see more 90s as we head into the weekend. In fact, Saturday will be the hottest day, 96. We will see more clouds Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Upper level disturbance brings in more clouds and drops temperatures a little bit, but it's still going to be hot through early next week. Yakima, 88 today, 91 tomorrow, 95 on Saturday, and then temperatures come down a few degrees early next week. Walla Walla, we should see our first 90-degree day tomorrow, and then we could see a pop-up shower storm on Sunday as that upper level disturbance swings in as temperatures fall into the 80s. 88 in Hermiston today, 92 tomorrow, 96 on Saturday. Ladies.
Thank you, Tiffany, and thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest.
And a reminder, your local news is back at 4:30 today, and you can find the latest at applevalleyNewsNow.com.